Hello, I'm jashykins, and welcome to another vlog review. This time of the supernatural episode Angel Heart. I am loving the development between Claire and Cass about how Cass is trying to make up in his own way. And I know some people were just like, well, Cass appears weak because, he called the brothers for help, and it's just like an earlier version of Cass would have, tried to solve things with Claire on his own. But this Cass knows that there are some things that he doesn't really have a good grasp of, and he knows the history of the Winchesters and the fact that they can relate strongly with Claire and possibly help Claire. So that's why he goes to them. He knows his limitations as well as his strengths. And I do like that he's trying to make up in some small way. No, it's nothing big, nothing dramatic, just helping the daughter of his vessel. Now, Jimmy Novak is now up in heaven, so Jimmy is dead. And, Cass can never leave Jimmy's body, so he's trying to make it up to the daughter. Yeah. One thing I didn't really like, maybe this is just me being nitpicky, but Amelia Novak's death, I didn't like her dying this episode. Not because I didn't think her death was good, but because I don't think we really spent enough time. And I would have liked her to die in a later episode, but this episode was like, I wanted her to live just so we can get more of her and see how she'll interact with her daughter, how those two will make up, if it will work or not, and then her die. But I will admit that her dying does really connect the opening and closing scenes of this episode. So that's really the only good thing about her death. Besides that, it's like, I need more time with you. Maybe it could help expand Claire's character in some fashion, because Claire is quickly becoming very interesting, even though she has the whole I hate the world teenager thing going on. Mainly because Claire has a reason to be angry at the world. And finally, for this vlog, okay, I'm probably going to be massacring this name, so if you want to comment below and tell me how to correctly pronounce it, please do. But anyways, Triva Etany played Tamiel, and that role was fucking awesome. He brought a very strong presence to the screen. He didn't even have to say or do that much for yeah, this person's not to be fucked with at all. And it turns out, I guess, he's this sort of angel that was rejected. So it's like this, just a badass. That's really the only word to really describe him. The fucking badass. So I really enjoyed that part of this episode. And my final thoughts for the supernatural episode Angel Heart. I like seeing more of Claire. I like seeing Claire get to meet up with her mother and finally reconnect, even if it was for a short bit. I also sort of like to see hints of Claire becoming a hunter. And, because we get more of her. And hopefully if she does continue to be in future episodes where maybe she gets more and more like a hunter and maybe expanding upon the relationship between her and Cass. I'd really, really enjoy that. And I have been jashykins. Hang on, I'm like skipping again. But if you have any comments or questions about anything I said about this episode in this vlog, please say it so below. And if you have any questions about things I didn't mention in this episode, because I don't have all the time in the world to talk about every little thing, and there are a bunch of episodes where I'm like, I want to spend hours and I can't, so feel free to ask questions about anything about the episode. And I have been Jashykins, owner at jashykins.blogspot.com. If you go to my blog, you can see wonderful vlog reviews like this. I even have a sort of very short first thoughts of Avengers Age of Ultron up. I might be doing a blog post or two depending on how things happen, because it's like there's things I really want to talk about before I actually do the written review. So, and speaking of written reviews, there should be an Insurgent written review for the movie coming out shortly, maybe in a day or two, who knows. And if you go to my blog on this sidebar thingy, you can see where else I am on the web, and you can go there and say hi. And also, there's a little writing shop. You can, I'll write stuff for you. And if you want to draw for an upcoming giveaway, that'd be awesome. One of my multi-dragon egg giveaways. Also, the dragon on the sidebar still has to be named, and the rules and benefits of suggesting a name are there on the sidebar. And if you're watching this on the YouTubes, there's a link in the description to donate your account, and if you donate your Twitter and or Facebook accounts to my campaign, thank you very much, and until next video, goodbye.